Hello and welcome to another Farmers National Bank Blue Table Talk. I'm Kevin Helmick, President and CEO of Farmers, and today I'm joined by Market President of Mahoning Valley, Andy Estock.
Thanks for having me, Kevin.
Yeah, it's great. So, as I said, Andy's our Market President in Mahoning Valley and the Southern Market, and Andy, it's a great pleasure to have you, and you've been with the bank for a number of years, and I'd just like to start by telling us a little bit about yourself and your history in banking.
Okay, well, I started banking right out of college, so it's really all I've ever done. Started out at a community bank, a small savings and loan, went through a management program there, which was really great experience. You worked in collections, you worked in audit, some time in loan servicing, managed a branch, not to give time away, but you made an extra $15 if you mowed the grass at the branch during that week, so that was back in a day. Yeah. But I've been lending ever since, went into Western Pennsylvania, through some mergers and acquisitions, ended up with a regional bank. Wanted to get back into community banking, which I did with First National Bank of Orrville, which we are now real familiar with. Mm-hmm. So, and came to Farmers as part of that acquisition. So that's kind of physically how I landed here. Mm-hmm. But a good run so far. Learned a lot from a lot of really smart people. I've had good leadership through the years, and I've really enjoyed the journey.
So, your title's more than a mouthful, and I might even have stumbled on it. It's the Market President, Mahoning Valley Southern Market, and really the Valley is our legacy market. It's where we started in Canfield, Ohio in 1887, and we have so many great clients here. And I know you serve from our northern market to southern. You go out west. You have clients everywhere. You've built a great book of business, but tell us what excites you in the market today, and kind of the opportunities that you see out there.
The opportunities I see here are really pretty vast. The legacy markets, which we've been here for 100 years, I think it's a bit of a mature market, maybe not as flashy as some of our newer markets that we're in maybe Stark County or Cleveland, but still a lot of opportunity here. And I think, in a lot of cases, the regionals even have kind of taken their eye off the ball a little bit. And with our additional size, and our capabilities now, we can talk to some of those clients that maybe we didn't in the past, and maybe they're not getting the attention from the regionals that they did before. So I think those folks are certainly opportunities to us. Another thing is, Lordstown, although some of the recent news has not been the best, it's made its footprint in a name in this technology business and this EV business. So, something we'll have to keep our eye on, and I think it's an opportunity. Some of the companies that will build and supply that industry, because I think it's here to stay. There will be bumps, positives and negatives, but I think it's something for the Valley to build on.
Yeah, for sure. So we often talk in terms of all stakeholders, and we've talked about customers, and employees are very important, but as a community bank, giving back is so important, and we get involved in boards, and we give back financially and with our time and treasure. I know you're involved with a retirement community, Copeland Oaks. Tell us a little bit about your involvement and your passion for nonprofits and the way you give back.
Sure, and that's driven by farmers. You guys always encourage folks to be involved in their community, and Copeland's just a place I've been involved with forever. Mm-hmm. My mom in 1968 when it opened, she took a temporary job there when my dad was laid off from the Alliance Machine Company. And 35 years later, that temporary job finally ended when she retired. So they've been part of my life since then. Yeah. And in the 90s, when they had a little bump in the road with, I think it was Bank One at the time, didn't renew a letter of credit. At the time I was with another bank, and we were able to supply that letter. So kind of got involved there a little bit on the business side. They asked me to join the board some years later. It's been about 10 years now. So have always enjoyed helping that nonprofit out. It's a great mission. My in-laws now are residents, so it just keeps moving along. So been involved in some Salem activities, the Kiwanis, the Rotary, the Chamber, and we talked a little bit on Win-Win about my involvement in Rocking Out Cancer, which is coming up again this year. Right. So excited to be involved with them as well.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate your involvement. And really all of Farmers Nation's involvement in those things. But I know you're excited about what's to come. So when you think about your team and your crew of lenders, think about some accomplishments or goals for the next couple of years. What would you like to see us become even more in the Valley, I guess?
Sure, yeah. Farmers has been here 100 years. They're going to be here in some fashion, 50 to 100 years after I'm gone, and we really do have a great team. Greg and Pete and Breen and Amanda and now Tyler, kind of our newest addition, and Fred Mazzacco. 150 years of experience. Most of it's been here in the Valley. These guys and ladies know just about everybody, and I think that's a great bonus for us. Really what I want to do is I want to carry the ball. Farmers has been here a long time.
Mm-hmm.
We've always been we've strived to be a top performer. We accomplished that. We're good community partners, and I want to continue that while I'm here for this short little run.
Mm-hmm.
And then hopefully when someone else comes along and takes this job when I'm no longer here, they'll have something to build on. And I think we have great opportunities, like I mentioned earlier, in what's happening in the Valley.
Mm-hmm.
And we can contribute to what Farmers' goal is.
Yeah, well, that's great. I heard a lot in there from Andy, and a lot about relationships. Even heard you rattle off the name of your team, and I know relationships are important to each one of those people, and I know relationships are important to Andy, as they are to Farmers National Bank. So as our market president, thank you for everything you do in the community and for your customers every day. So
My pleasure.
great job.
Thank you.
That's another Farmers National Bank Blue Table Talk, and thanks for joining us.